Yeah.
Okay.
It's getting done.
Excuse me, ma'am. मेरे से वीडियो ऑन करो ना, मैंने बहुत कारण ये ऑफ कर लो.
Just a minute. I'll check back. Yes, we are live. I will just yeah, I'll just okay, fine. Yes, dear, we are ready.
Sophie, you can introduce ma'am and then hand over the floor to them, ma'am.
First of all, namaste, dear Busy ma'am. This is me, Sophie, host for this online session. I hope today our all participants had a great day. As we youths are generally very confused regarding choosing a career, as we nowadays we have lots of career choices, and we get so confused and don't know exactly which steps should we take further. So for this, today we have our very inspirational speaker, counselor, physiotherapist, as a whole life designer, Biji Tushar ma'am, who is going to lead us on how to choose your career and how to move forward in your life to become successful. So I would like to request our all participants to welcome Biji ma'am. I would like to give you the floor.
Thank you so much. It's really a great honor for me to be here on this forum and to be a part of Sahasra Academy, who's taken this privilege to provide with you a very crucial and important information. So it's really a great pleasure for me, and I'm sure all of you have come prepared. And if you would be kind enough to on your videos, I would love to see your faces, your beautiful smiling faces. Today being Teachers Day, if there are any teachers here or in any way you have been spreading your knowledge, then you too are a teacher. So a very, very happy Teachers Day to each and every one of you.
Thank you, ma'am. Same to you.
Thank you. Same
Happy
there.
Teachers Day to Biji ma'am.
Thank you so much. We will start the presentation with a few questions first. So basically, the kind of guidance that I will be giving you will be the one which is very unconventional. It is not going to be the typical kind of session. There'll be a few activities that you'll have to write. In fact, answer to 3 powerful questions. Okay, so are you all ready with your book and your pen? You can just, show your reactions that you're ready. Give me a thumbs up sign or, an applause sign on your windows. Yes, that's nice. That's nice. Thank you so much, Jashmi. Wonderful, wonderful. So on Zoom, we don't have a live interaction, as we have in a classroom. So I am still getting used to this, though we have used it for the past 2 years. But I really find, wanting to see your faces and listen to you. Well, I will start with the presentation. Allow me to present. Well, how do you choose your career wisely? Now, wisdom is something that we all have, but we do not know how to tap into it. So today we are going to do a simple framework of how we will be able to choose the best career for us. Right now, it's very difficult for you to, as you said, rightly said, that we are so confused and we do not know exactly how do we go forward. Okay, so how do you choose your career wisely? Let's see, because today there is a plethora of career options that you have and so many streams. Your parents say one thing, your friends say another thing, and you really don't know which would be the right choice. And once you do get into a career also, sometimes you are confused as to whether this is the right career or not, like how I was. So I basically I'm a BSc physics graduate, and I chose physics because all the students in my class who were considered to be, top rankers decided to choose science. So I said, well, I got a first class in science. And after that, everybody said physics is very tough. And it is like, wanting to create an identity for yourself to be known as an intelligent person. And though I was not that intelligent, now, to be very frankly, I was not that intelligent as per academics, but I had a different kind of intelligence. But well, because my friends told me that you have to get into physics if you are to be considered as a nerd or an intellectual, I said, okay, fine, I'll get into physics. But believe me, doing physics, it was so difficult for me. But I'm not supposed to say that, right? Because everybody thinks of me as intelligent. So the struggle that I had to overcome, the challenges that I faced while learning physics, like derivatives and integration, which was there, is even today, if you tell now, I'll get scared when I see that integration sign. So that was the state that I was in. And after I did my BSc physics, see, if you have reasonable intelligence, any occupation you take, you're going to do well. Okay. But well is not what you should be doing. Something that you love is what you should be doing. So then I realized that physics is not my cup of tea. And I don't want to go through this, difficult phase of trying to crack the problems and get marks. Then I shifted myself to do masters in English literature, and that's when I fell in love with English, and I realized that this is something that I really like, and I could sit for hours together to study about it. I completed my masters in English literature, and then I found my passion in psychology, and then I did my master's in counseling and psychology. And I said, oh my God, I never realized that I am an art student and not a science student. So I changed my career, and I turned into a teacher and teaching maths and science, but of course, having the love for psychology. Then I trained myself to be a counselor and psychotherapist, and then I became a psychometrician and an NLP practitioner, so on and so forth. And I found that personal development is actually what I love, and that is my passion. So I hope with today's exercise, you will be getting some insights as to what could possibly be your career. So it's all about self reflection. You reflect on the questions that I tell you and make a list of the things that I ask you to, and then try to come to an awareness about at least the domains where you will be able to do well. See, if you love something that you do, definitely money is going to follow. So find out what your passion is today. So, of course, the confusions are because the number one cause is a lack of knowledge. You're not aware about what you're supposed to be doing in different professions. What should be the skill set? What should be the knowledge? What should be the awareness that you should have if you're an IT professional, or if you want to pursue chartered accountancy? The kind of personality that you have, your value systems, your beliefs, your attitudes. You're not aware about all those things, and you do not know which are the things that will match with the right career. So that is number one reason for confusion. Second thing is, too many people give you too many options and then you're confused. The third thing is, maybe if your parent wanted to be a doctor, they may sort of, indirectly want you to be a doctor. Or if they couldn't do their engineering, they would want you to do an engineering. So sometimes there is parental influence, or sometimes you want to be like your father. So you want to take the profession that your father or your mother has. But that might not be the right one for you, because you are a different identity. Your parents are different identities. Then the next reason, or the fourth reason, is indecision caused by fear. And the final one is the absence of career counselors and student support groups. So there are very few, people who are actually into proper career counseling, and they have the requisite assessments by which you will be able to understand your thoughts, your behaviors, your attitudes, your beliefs, and then correlate all of them and help you to have a choice of the career which you will love, as well as which is a lucrative profession. Going forward, take your book and write down what experiences would you wish to have in life. Like, would you want to be traveling the world? Would you like to have the experience of speaking in front of 1,000 people? Would you want to have the experience of understanding a complex problem and finding solutions to it? What are the experiences that you would like to have? Write down all. Would you like to know how it feels when you touch a creation that you have made? Maybe a small idol, or maybe a design for a jewelry, or maybe crafting something out of paper, that is papier-mâche. So think about what kind of experiences that you want to have in your life. And if you're not clear, please ask me questions. So what are the kind of experiences that you would like to have? Write down at least 5 to 6 experiences that you would like to have in life. Any questions you can also ask in the chat. Any doubts, any clarifications? Feel free to ask. आपको ऐसे कौन से एक्सपीरियंस फील करना है जिंदगी में? जैसे कि मुझे बड़ी ख्वाहिश है कि भाई मैं हॉट एयर बलून में घूमूं, मुझे ख्वाहिश है कि मैं बहुत अलग अलग जो सेलिब्रिटीज है, यानी जिन्होंने अपना बिजनेस खुद के दम पे किया, जैसे कि फिलांथ्रोपिस्ट है रतन टाटा, उनको मिलना है, उनसे बातें करनी है. सो आई वांट टू फील दैट एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ व्हाट इट इज टू टॉक टू पीपल हु हैव क्रिएटेड एन एम्पायर फॉर देमसेल्फ. तो इस तरह का कौन सा एक्सपीरियंस आप एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहते हैं लाइफ में? One of the experiences also could be, you want to know what it feels when you've been given a group and you've been given a task to perform. So when everybody coordinates with you and does the task, and you get a fulfillment, you want to feel that achievement with your group. That is also an experience. So the first question is, what experiences do you wish to have? And if you have completed at least 6 experiences, you can give me a thumbs up sign. Wonderful. Vikas has completed. Unika has completed. Yes, Vikas, can you unmute yourself and Tell me what are the experiences that you would like to have.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I have written 5 experience that I want to do.
Yeah.
First thing, I want to influence people with different experience and information that I have got.
You want
And
to, no, I didn't get you. You want to?
influence people
Huh.
through different experience that I have learned in my life, and I
So
want to
you want your information to be
yeah.
beneficial to others,
Yes, ma'am.
and you would love people to be influenced by you. So you want to feel that
Yes.
experience that you have reached somewhere with respect to a particular information that you have, and people are looking up to you. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And yes, ma'am. You can want to facilitate the youths in the change of the society.
Wow.
And
So you want to experience being a change agent.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Change the system. Yeah, ma'am.
Correct.
And another one is leading through front and together.
Oh. So basically, most of the experiences that you want is something to do with what it feels to be a leader.
Yeah, leader, and to bring a
change
positive in the society or nation. ma'am.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure youth like you are going to take our country much ahead. Your country and the world as well much ahead. Awesome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Anybody else? Anyone who has completed? Yes. Sophie.
Actually, I aspire to become an inspiring leader, like everyone else has dreamed. So I want to experience.
So the experience, yeah.
So I want experience to influence people, to get connected with them, and to engage with them. Also, I want experience to speak in front of huge mass and get connected with them. Also,
one sec. So we will rephrase it like this. I would love to have the experience and the feeling when I stand in front of the public and share my knowledge with them. So that feeling and that experience and that applause that you hear and the knowledge that you're contributing to somebody's life, that is the experience that you want to feel, right?
Yes, exactly, ma'am.
Wonderful. Go ahead.
And I want to feel the experience of happiness and the joy of tears, the satisfaction that I get through what I'm doing in life, the pure joy, the bliss. So I really want to have that tear of joy and experience that success and happiness. So everything comes. Yeah, that's my ultimate goal. I can say that.
Wonderful. But a little bit of tweaking here. You want to feel the contentment. So that contentment is coming through what? Any idea? Just try to check out what is that contentment coming from.
I like to talk with people and get connected with them, and I want to feel what they are going through. If they have any like confusions, or if they have anything they want to explore themselves, I want to be that helping person, or in any way.
So like a facilitator.
Yeah. I want to become like
a facilitator. Okay. So you also need to think about later on what could be the possible areas of facilitation that you would be doing. So then the picture will slowly become clearer.
Yeah, so I'm right now I'm working as a outreach program officer at Early Childhood Development Center. So
Okay.
I'm working with NGO, and I'm connecting with children. I get connected with children. I
Okay.
get very close to children, and in my community, I have few friends, the children friends,
Okay.
age group 15, 16, 13, 14, I would say. So uh, I'm working in that field where I want to pursue, to influence, to lead the project. So I believe I'm taking this step gradually. So also I'm
Wonderful.
getting connected with you and Susma ma'am, and getting this platform, and developing my confidence to speak up, to express my core values and all. So
Wonderful.
yeah, I'm really happy
I
to
am also
interact.
very happy that you've caught the message so clearly. And I think you're becoming more and more clear as time passes by.
Yes, ma'am. I believe so.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Okay. So we will take one more person who can share their experiences. Any one person? And then we will go to the next question. There was somebody who had shared. Yeah. Anjali? Yes. Anjali, I'll take you. Please on your camera.
Yes, ma'am. I would
Yes.
like to experience thrill and adventure in my life. I would also like to
Uh-huh.
experience childhood again. I would like to begin my childhood again and start
Wonderful.
from a new beginning, where I can not repeat my mistakes. And
One
I
sec,
would
one
like,
sec, one sec, one sec. We'll take it one by one. First, you said you want to experience thrill and adventure. Okay.
yes,
So, thrill and adventure where?
thrill and adventure, anything like sports, life.
Wonderful. So, adventure sports?
Yes,
Wonderful. Now, second, you said, I want to go back to my childhood and not repeat
yes,
those mistakes, or rather relive my childhood.
yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. I agree 100% with you. I am still a child. My children tell me, Mama, when are you going to grow up? I said, never. So, be childlike, but not childish.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what you want to be, right? Awesome. Wonderful. Yes.
And
What is
third
the next
one,
experience?
I would like to experience being the citizen of a developed Nepal.
Being?
Being the citizen of a developed Nepal.
Wow. Definitely, Nepal is going to develop. And with young children like you, who are so progressive, who are so positive, and I would say you're very mindful as well. You are
Thank
in
you.
the present and thinking about the future, which is a positive future. So definitely, why not? Why will it not be a really developed nation? All the best to you. Any other experience?
Yes, I would like to experience being able to roam late at nights without any restrictions or fear of being trafficked or harassed.
Yes. A safe country where women are respected equally as men, and they are safe to do whatever they want to, irrespective of the time. Awesome. Awesome. Well,
Yeah, and
thank you so
And
much.
lastly, I guess
Yes, yes.
this everyone wants to experience. I would like to experience being independent, be it emotionally, financially, or anything.
Wow. Emotional independence is such a powerful word. And in today's world, we need students, we need people to develop emotional intelligence. And thank you for bringing this out, because we are coming up with a program here in India, where we want to reach out to schools and help students to develop that emotional intelligence. So welcome to the thought process of developing this amongst the school students as well, so that I'd like to take some time here and share why this came very close to me. Because handling your emotions is one of the things that can help you to have a fit mental health. So, if you are able to deal with your emotions at a young age, definitely you will be able to be mentally strong. And we require mentally strong youth to take our countries ahead. So thank you so much for the wonderful input. We will move forward. Now, everybody, you have written at least 6 experiences that you want to feel. And now we go to the next question, which is the most powerful question. Just a minute. Yeah. So once that you have listed down the experiences that you wish to have, we go forward to the next. How do you wish to contribute to the world? In what way do you think you will be contributing to the world? What are the different forums or the methods by which, after you have chosen your career, after you have been a success in your career, and then you are being a contributor to the society or the world at large, then how do you wish to contribute to the world? Because contribution is one of the most important things where people finally, after they have achieved their goals, what they want to do is to give back to the society. Only those who have learned the power of sincere and selfless contribution experience life's deepest joy and truest fulfillment. So, in what way will you be a contributor to the world? List down at least 3 to 5 ways in which you can be a contributor. It doesn't need to be something very huge, like, I will donate tons for uplifting the poor people, or I will be a great person who will give so much X amount of money for the progress of the education of the girl child. So it need not be that big. It can be also something small. Also is the way you are contributing to the world is like how you said earlier, being mentally fit. When you work on yourself and become a smart individual, a person who's growing and evolving, you become an asset to the nation, and that's how you can contribute to the nation. So even that can be a method of contribution. So list down at least 3 to 5 ways in which you can contribute to the world, which you think you would love to. As before, let me know once you're finished.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can I?
Yes, dear. Just a minute. Huh? Yeah. Tell me. That's
Have you-
Mila or Mala.
Mila.
Mila. Yes. Tell me.
And I wish to contribute in plastic. I wish to contribute to the world plastic-free world.
A plastic-free world. Fantastic. Fantastic.
And I wish
So
to
you will be
contribute.
doing something related to the environment, making it free of plastic.
Yeah. And next
But don't you
one,
think that plastic has seeped into our lives, so much that until we find a particular substitute for it, we cannot do away with it,
but we can
sadly.
control daily lifestyle by using papers.
Yes. But it has to be a conscious choice, no?
Yeah.
So probably spreading awareness about it will be contributing to the world. Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And next
Go ahead.
one, I wish to contribute new leaders for my country.
Amazing, Shushma. You have a wonderful badge. They are so intelligent. I'm coming to Nepal. They are
Yes, Biji ma'am, we are
amazing.
more than excited to welcome you here.
Fantastic. Creating more leaders. What novel thoughts. Amazing. Yes, dear.
Next one is I wish to contribute fresh air. Like we should plant trees
Mhm.
so that fresh air from jungles.
So organic food, you mean to say? Can you speak a little louder?
Fresh air, like we are suffering from air disease
Huh.
pollutions, so that
Yes. To work on the pollution-free country, to make it a pollution-free country.
Yeah.
Yes, very true. And I think it is very right now, because everybody is suffering either from a viral fever after the COVID, like we have actually not completely recovered. So definitely pure air is something that is very, very important for us. Wonderful. Anybody else? Thank you so much.
Welcome, ma'am.
We have a doctor, charter accountant, geologist, NGO members, chartered accountant. I said it would be better to hear also from them.
Yeah, sure. Any of you, please unmute yourself. So,
Anyone there?
share your opportunity. This is YouTube Live. There'll be people all over the world watching this. So let them hear your fantastic ideas. Maybe by sharing your ideas itself, there are 10 people who are inspired to do the same. Please go ahead and share. Anybody? We'll take one more person.
Ma'am, I would like to.
Yes, who's this?
Sophie.
Sophie. Okay.
Sophie.
Sophie, can we give the chance to somebody else because you've spoken earlier?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah. Yes, I think it is Mr. Jashmi. Or yes. Can I pin you? Now I'm going to pin you and you're going to share. Okay. So I'm not asking you. Who's this? It's Ascharya Mahajan. Tell me.
So I'd like to contribute to this world by making it a better place to live in. So I'd like to address the disparity between the exploitation that the poor countries or the developed countries do to the underdeveloped and the developing countries. And I'd like to urge to create a non-prejudice society where every people can heave a sigh of relief and live freely. And finally, yeah, I think my friend already has addressed that about the climate change. If we address these three things, then I think that this world can be a better place to live in. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Awesome. So you want an inclusive society. So we have the term which is called as Vasudeva Kutumbakam, which means the entire world is one family. And everybody, like, I mean, we are all parts of one another. So how can we do wrong to a part of us? How can we not respect something that's a part of ourselves? I think if we can give this idea to the world and each person looks at the other person as a part of him or her, then you can't fight against yourself, right? Wonderful, wonderful ideas coming in. So we move further. Thank you so much. Yes. Now that you have realized that there are different ways in which you can be a contributor to the world, we will go forward and come to the third question, and a very important one. Now that you know what your experiences are and you know how you want to contribute to the world, what could be your knowledge, skills, and attitudes that you would want, that you would require to have these experiences and be a contributor? I repeat the question once again. Now that you know what experiences you want to have and how you can be a contributor, what are the knowledge, skills, and attitude that you need to have these experiences and be a contributor? So when we talk about the knowledge, it means the information that you have about the field or the domain that you're going to do. Just a minute, I'll move this from here. Yeah. So the basic theories, the information, the facts, the figures, the description, the learning, the science, etc. That is a knowledge. The knowledge, for example, you said you want to have a pollution-free country, right? Where the air is very pure. So you need to have the information of what are the things that I can do, what are the elements that I need to take into to make the air more purer. So what can be air purifiers? Which are those pockets or which are those places where I can plant more trees to get fresh air? How can I reduce the pollution? So all this information will come into knowledge. And then it will come to the skills that you should be having. Well, if you want to transfer your information or your invention to the world, you need to have interpersonal skills, you need to have technology, you need to know how you can take this forward, how the time management, the reasoning, the communication, and the goals that you will set to reach or bring this invention to the world. So that is the skills that you require. And then the attitude that you should have, because you're going to do something which is very, it's not so easy. People are working on reducing the air pollution for such a long time, but there isn't much that has come out of it. So it's going to be very, challenging for you. So are you self-motivated? Do you have the self-confidence to do it? Do you have integrity, honesty, optimism, enthusiasm, cooperation, and commitment to go forward to bridge the gap between the experiences that you want to have and be a contributor to the world? So list down, make 3 columns. In one, you write knowledge. The second, you write the skills. And third, you write the attitude. So what knowledge, skills, and attitude do you require to have these experiences and be a contributor? Any doubts? Feel free to ask. So with these three questions, we are aligning, or we are coming in alignment with what exactly, or which field exactly we need to be in, so that we feel fulfilled, contented, and blissful. And of course, become a success. That's what it's called as the triangle of success. Again, we follow the same method. If you have completed, you'll just put a thumbs up sign onto your screens so that I know you have done it. For the audiences on the YouTube, I'm Life Designer Biji Tushar, and I'm extremely happy to be doing this session for the Sahasra Academy at Nepal. And I must say that the participants are really, really very intelligent and so charged to bring about change in their country. And my blessings to all of them. So, all the participants out there on YouTube Live who's watching it now, please do these exercises and put in your comments on how you've had clarity of knowing which should be the career that you should be choosing. If you have completed, give me a thumbs up sign, please. I think Sophie has completed it. Have you? Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes more. Even if you have written one in each, it's fine.
Shall I share mine?
Yes.
I just have made few points only.
Just a minute. Yes, Sophie.
So as I have mentioned earlier, I want to become a very influential person and want to become a facilitator. So I believe I should possess attitude like non-judgmental attitude, should possess empathetic attitude and a very positive.
Yeah.
Also, I believe I should have skills I should be a good listener.
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to understand what other is trying to say. Must
Correct.
possess a good communicating skills.
Correct.
Yeah, and I also believe I should have good observation skills too. Like we should be able to observe through their gestures, the way
Correct.
they are trying to say the words. So I believe these are the core parts. And about knowledge, uh, I should have knowledge on different topics, different areas. So I'm not able to say particularly this one right now, as I want to expand the horizon of my knowledge. So, but at the moment, I want to gather the knowledge on how to present yourself as a good facilitator.
Yes.
So I could only able to think about these points right now.
So what could be the books that you should be reading? What could be the trainings that you should be taking?
Yeah.
What could be
Yeah.
the what you say, the rituals that you should be practicing?
Yes.
What should be the extra knowledge that you should be gaining? What kind of YouTube videos should you be watching? Right? You will get clarity as you go by, go into the depth. You can come back to this channel, watch it again, and then do it once more, and then you'll get more and more clarity. So the most important thing I believe in success is to have a clarity about where you want to go and why you want to go. So the why is very important, and I think that's very evident in you. You have that passion for people,
Yes.
right? You have a passion
Yes.
for people. So your why is very strong. Then automatically the how is going to happen.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you, Sophie.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So anybody else? I think Shushma, you can suggest. My dear friends, whatever field you're going to be, you need to learn to share your opinions, your feelings, your thoughts, because communication skills is one of the most important skills that is required in any industry. Today only I was just going through an article, and there they had spoken about how you need to make your resume. And in the resume, they have said that many times we just give a measure of what we have done, but we also need to write about what we can do. And you need to put the soft skills, or that's now actually called as a power skills. So whatever power skills you have, like communication skills, should be put much ahead rather than as being the last part of your resume. Because today people are taken in for their jobs not because of their knowledge or skills as much as for their attitudes, and then the skills and then the knowledge. So who would love to share, or shall I pin somebody randomly? um can I take Ashlesha? Is it okay? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Namaste.
Yes, Ashlesha.
Namaste.
So
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Uh,
Just a minute. I
in
don't
my
think I've pinned the right person. Who was it? Can you just give me a thumbs up sign?
Aslisa Bajracharya. Her video is on. So
Yeah, just a minute.
thumbs up.
That's Anjali I got. Yeah, I got you, Ashlesha.
This is Aslesha. Yeah.
Just a minute. Yes, Ashlesha. You've got a beautiful
Namaste,
smile.
ma'am. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, in my experience, I have written about the traveling craft, creating a new things from the useless things, and changing or influencing others' life through my experience or something. And
Okay.
helping others, starting my own business in future, and impacting the environment. So for this I have mentioned in my attitude, like I need to be a fearless first. And
Wow.
maybe I need to be the confident, which I
Yes.
feel I don't have that much.
Yes.
uh, and in skill, I have mentioned that I need to have a leadership skill
Mm-hmm.
for influencing others and helping others,
Mm-hmm.
and giving impact to the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Then also, as you said, the communication skill, I also need the communication skill for that.
Wonderful.
So in knowledge, uh, as previously the Sophie ji said that there's nothing limit for the knowledge, that we need to have the knowledge of everything for changing the environment and influencing others. So there's no limit for the knowledge, but I have mentioned something for knowledge, like technical knowledge. Nowadays
Yes.
we need a technical knowledge for anything. So,
Correct. So you
and
you
outreaching
need
to
to,
the,
yeah, you need to develop the knowledge of how you can use technology
yeah,
for whatever you're doing. For example, you said you want to make best out of waste. So you need to
yeah,
use technology by which you can spread across the message that you are into the craft of making best out of waste. So how do you convert that passion of yours into a business? And how do you promote yourself? How do you make your social media pages? How do you go forward and market yourself? How do you create what do you say, a network of people who are interested in the work that you're doing? So this would be few of the technology skills that you will require. Wonderful.
yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you've mentioned your knowledge, you mentioned the skills and the attitude that you need
Mhm.
to have. Well, I must say that we do have a program which is called as Full Talks, FULL. That is Secrets of Living a Full Life, on every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. on my YouTube channel, which talks about the secrets of living a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. So you can
Thank you,
join in for
ma'am.
the same 8:30
Yeah,
on
thank you for
Wednesdays.
sharing.
Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much. Thank you
sharing,
so
ma'am.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
So anybody else? I think we can take one more sharing, and after that we proceed to the next. Shushma, is there anybody you think would like to share? Or else we'll move forward. Okay. So we go forward to the next. Once that you have understood what knowledge, skills, and attitudes you require, then we go to the next part. There are a few additional questions that you can ask yourself. So, what are my interests? What are my skills that you already done? What are my talents and my strength? What is my personality? What are my values? What education or training do I need? This also some of you mentioned. Are there jobs available in this career? How much money do I want to make? Where do I want to live? What do I want to pursue? Why do I want to pursue this career? So these questions, if you ask yourself and write down the answers to this, also you will be getting a clarity about it. Now let's just check what this means. Now, if you look at this, how do you know what is your personality? So we do psychometric assessments, which is called as which is a battery of assessment, in which one of it is a personality style. So if you have heard about Carl Jung, he's a famous psychologist who speaks about the various personality styles that is inherent in every individual. So a feeler is a person who is driven by emotions, is sensitive, people oriented, dwells in the past, is a team player, and concerned with the reaction of others. So feelers are people who need people along with them, who gets energized by people. Like for example, if somebody is given a card to them, they will keep it for years together and as a treasure, and they will never remove it. So these people mostly are in the past and they get energized with people. So they're driven by emotions. The next is the intuitor. Intuitor is an idea person. They are futuristic in their thoughts. They have a lot of ideas, and sometimes they confuse you with various ideas that they have. They have the quest to know the why behind what. These kind of people are visionaries, and they need variety and change. They need to do multitasking. They don't get satisfied with just one thing, and must discover from personal experience. Then we have thinkers. Thinkers are logical, analytical, organized. They are process oriented, planning, organization. These are their forte. And they are driven by facts and figures. And they have a very good eye for detail. So thinkers are people, like if you have one stone in the entire rice that is there, they will be able to pick it up. So they have an eye for detail. But thinkers are people who make systems and bring discipline in an organization. So thinkers are also a very important part of the um, of the society. And next we have sensors. Sensors are people who are driven by action. You tell them to do it and they have done it. So they are very, very passionate about taking action, like fitting something, like fitters, electricians, and people who are just wanting to take action. They want movement. So we have these four personality styles within each of us. Now, sometimes due to our surroundings or the upbringing that we have had, we tend to primarily show the characteristics of one or two personality style, and that becomes our predominant personality style. So once you come to know whether you're a feeler, intuitor, thinker, sensor, then you will know which is the field in which you will do well. For example, feelers will do well in careers with people, like psychology, counselors, teachers, public relation officers, salespersons, etc. Intuitors will do well with innovation and technology. They will want to, they will want to create something new every time. So whatever creative fields are there, in that they will do well, like mass media, journalism, or creative writing, or innovation. Those are the traits of a intuitor. And then you have thinkers who are very much into details, planning, etc. So, like, processes, managerial jobs, people who need to, like actuaries. Actuaries is a field in commerce where you do about the planning, the fire planning, and things like that. Then chartered accountants. So those people should have a high thinker score. Then sensors are action oriented, like, again, as I said, plumbers, fitters, technicians, machine oriented, like garage people. Then, somebody who are into operations. So if you look at it from an organization point of view, feelers will do well in the department of HR. Intuitors will do well in the department of innovation research. Thinkers will do well in planning and organizing, and sensors will do well in operations. So a fair idea, I'm sure you would have got with respect to the personality type you could be. But then that's just an approximate idea. We have detailed assessments in which we will be able to, tell you your exact score, and then you will know yourself a little more better. We also have to know a little bit about values and beliefs. So, what are your values? What are your beliefs? Are they aligned with the kind of work that you want to do? So, values means principles or standards of behavior, one's judgment of what is important in life. But beliefs, on the other hand, is the conviction or an acceptance that something exists or is true, especially without proof. I just believe, I know. Like, for example, we say, sorry, paisa bhai ko alag karta hai. That's a belief, or money doesn't grow on trees. That's a belief that we have made because of what we have heard when we were young, or because of the conditioning that we have had. Then the values affect the behavior and character, whereas the beliefs affect the morals and values. Examples of values are loyalty, courage, compassion, respect, etc. And for beliefs, it is lying is bad, God created the world, cheating is immoral. So, certain beliefs which we consider to be true, it may or may not be true. Sometimes we have disempowered beliefs, like, some people may think people are not trustworthy because their experiences have been so they tend to believe or make a belief that people are not trustworthy. So, depending upon the experiences, we create our beliefs. But we need to check whether our beliefs are right or wrong, or what kind of beliefs we have, and whether those beliefs will support the work that we do. And if it will not support, so should we do away with the belief and make another belief or not? So it's a lot of analysis that you can do for your own self. Then it's related to day-to-day life values, and mostly the beliefs that we make is depending upon the kind of lifestyle that we lead, the kind of society that we are into, the religion that we follow, so on and so forth. Now, some of the unconventional career options are stock market analysis, travel consulting, celebrity management, wedding planning, copywriting, actuaries, bartending, food styling, event planning, sound engineering, graphic designing, tea tasting, ethical hacking, food technology, so on and so forth. And the traditional careers, engineering, medicine, teaching, BMS, BMM, so on and so forth. Just a minute. Yes. So we are done with the presentation. Any questions? We will take it now, and then we will formally conclude the session. So have you had, clarity, a little bit of clarity at least, about which could be the careers in which you will do well and you will feel good as well? If you do not want to ask directly, you can also write in the chat. Any questions?
के क्वेसनहरु भएको खण्डमा प्लिज सोध्नु होला तपाईहरुको यदि क्वेशन्सहरु छ भने प्लिज feel free to ask. This is the opportunity. Grab the opportunity to learn more. China, seems everyone is very clear, Biji ma'am.
Wonderful. Either you have understood everything or you have understood nothing. So that's
There is a
great.
question from
Anjali.
Anjali. Yeah.
What if you want to pursue? Two or more careers. Yes, yes, yes. You can if you have the energy and the time to go ahead with it. Like, for example, if you're doing, like I had a student, I'll share with you. So this girl had taken commerce and her father was asking her to do chartered accountancy. So this girl, I did a psychometric assessments and found out that she's a very creative person, right brained, and her thinker score was not that good. So, but her father said, nahi, aapko to chartered accountant hi banna hai. And then he forced her to take CA, and she started going for the classes. And after she went for the classes, every day was an effort for her. And she said, Janti, mujhe kuch bhi samajh mein nahi aata hai. I just cannot understand it. I'm only going because my dad's told, and every day is a real pain for me. So what do I do? So I said, okay, fine, maybe I can speak to your parents and maybe they'll understand. But she says, no, they're not going to understand. They want me to be a chartered accountant. I said, okay, let's do one thing. We'll do your psychometric assessments and then we will share with them the results and we'll tell them why CA is not probably a field for you. She said, ma'am, if I go even one day, I'm going to die now. So I said, wait, don't die. There are a lot of things that you can do. Don't take so much of a stress. There are opportunities. There are options. We can very systematically find out which is the best field for you. So we did her psychometrics and understood that she's a very creative person. And then with great difficulty, I called both her parents and they came to me. We spoke over it and then we shared with the parents why she is not a CA type of person. After analyzing all these things, and then her parents agreed, and now she's doing BMS, that is Bachelor's in Management Studies. She's in the final year now, and side by side, she has also started her baking and the cakes, so different kinds of cakes she makes. And she's really getting a lot of orders. In fact, my birthday also, I asked her to give me the cake. Gave her the order for my cake. And she's doing really well in that. So multiple careers can be continued. So maybe later on she will do MBA and then she will start her own outlet for confectionaries and cakes. So dual careers can also be done. But you have to ensure that if you're doing the dual careers, they are supplementing one another. For example, if it is BMM that you're doing, then in addition to BMM, you can also probably do a separate course in journalism. If your linguistic abilities are good, and if you are a person who's got the flair or a passion for writing and bringing about change. So like that, different kind of combinations can be done, but it requires a lot of analysis and understanding about your strengths, your weaknesses, your attitudes, your behaviors, your beliefs, and your values. Like, for example, another student of mine, he's a very well-versed person with respect to academics, and he was doing extremely good in academics, but he did not, his ethics are very high. He does not like to, not do things which are not right in his own eyes. So he had taken up commerce and he became a chartered accountant, but later on he was very much inspired by there's one famous Dr. Shetty, I think. I'm not very sure. One very famous doctor who has built hospitals for the masses. And those the people who come there, they get the medicines for very, very low cost. And I think it is Narayan, not Narayan Murthy, Narayan Shetty. I'm not able to get the name. And he was very much inspired. And he said, I want to be a doctor now, because of his need to serve the society and do philanthropy. But I mean, explaining the practical reasons why he should not pursue medicine after he has completed his chartered accountancy was a task for me, because it would involve a lot of years. He would have to start from 11th onwards, and then that would take another 5 to 8 years for him to complete his medicine and then get into being a doctor. So that would be too much of a time investment that he had to do. So such things also happen. I think there are a few more questions. Shushma, can you just read out the questions to me?
Okay, Mila's question is quite similar. Let me ask, Subha's question is, should I touch a different career, which I like, but have no knowledge in it? And the other one is, I'll ask both the questions.
Let me answer one by one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, should I touch another career in which I have no knowledge about?
Yeah.
Okay. Suppose you have done the analysis as I told you, and you feel that all the traits that you have within you is with respect to that career. Then, even if you don't have, knowledge can be gained. It's not difficult to gain knowledge. Knowledge can be gained. But the question is, do you have the passion for it? Like if you tell me, ma'am, I think coding is a very great thing and you should be doing it, but I have absolutely no interest in coding. So it is not going to, I mean, I'm not going to enjoy it. I may learn it. If you have reasonable intelligence, I told you, you may enjoy it. But to learn it with a passion, I won't be able to do it. So even if it is necessary, I would like to outsource that work rather than learning it myself. So if it's not clear, can you unmute yourself and ask me which career are you talking about? Then I'll tell you if there is a relation between your main career and the sub career that you want, then maybe, you can do it, but be a little more specific.
The same thing you are telling, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
You have told me the same thing.
Okay, fine. Take it.
Mila has a question. How can we choose multiple interest career?
Multiple interest career. Okay. Can you share what are your interests? Meera?
Yes, ma'am. I am interested in computer field.
There is Meera here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Where are you?
Can I raise hand?
Okay, yes. Just a minute. Okay, tell me.
Yeah, I'm interested in computer field and I'm also reading computer science. So
Computer field you're interested and you're doing computer science.
yeah.
So what else do you want to do?
And I want to sing song.
You want to sing song. But do you want to pursue it as a career or do you want it as a hobby?
Only hobby.
Hobby. So you can do it as a leisure career for you. It could be a leisure career. And you know about Shankar Mahadevan?
No, I didn't.
He's a famous musician and a singer. So he was a engineer. But then later on, the side singing thing took prominence and he felt his passion in singing. So he moved from being an engineer to a singer. And I also have another student of mine. His name is Alok Verma. So he was one of the best students that we had. And he came second in the school in 10th standard. And then he said his parents told him that you have to become a doctor. So he took up science and he entered into medicine. So at KEM Hospital, one of the best hospitals in Mumbai, he joined, he got it, and because he had very good marks, and he started becoming a doctor. But in between, no, on Facebook posts, he would put pictures of cakes, of different dishes, and his photography was excellent. Like, he would put those sprinkles and he would put those leaves and flowers, and he would make such beautiful presentation of a dish, which you would feel like just going and grabbing and having it. So when I saw his pictures, I just asked him, Alok, do you think that you are in the right field? And he said, ha, ma'am, I'm very interested in all these things, but I have to be a doctor. I said, okay, fine. Again, after 2 years, when he was almost nearing it, I said, Alok, are you sure you are in the same thing? And then by that time, he had started food styling also. And he said, no, I have to complete this because I have taken it. But after that, I'm not going to pursue it. So he completed, he became a doctor, he got his registration number, but he's not practicing. And now he is one amongst the 25 food stylists and food fashion photographers in India. And he has also written a book on vegan recipes and many others. And he's extremely influential. You can watch his Insta page and his Facebook page, Alok Verma. He has a page on Insta which is called as All About That Palette. And he's doing extremely well. So who knows, side by side, you may be singing and also being a computer science student and doing well in both areas as well. Right now, I have a student with me who's an engineer. His name is Siddhant. And after doing his engineering, he realized that engineering is not for me. And now he's doing a course in music production. And specifically of the genre of techno beats. So anything is possible. You just have to have clarity about what are your interests and what makes you, feel that, wow, this is awesome. Like today, I'm talking to you. So I'm completely passionate about people and I want to share my knowledge and I want to, let them win and, create success stories for them. So I am into my passion. Shushma, we can also have a session on finding your distinct forte, by which they'll be able to know not just their forte, but what their passion is.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
And with that, there is another question from one of our passionate participant, Anjali. Okay. What if you are equally interested and passionate about both careers, but have to choose only one?
Have to choose, is it ultimatum that you have to choose only one because of the time frame? Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. Yes. Who's it? Can you raise your hand so I can pin you? Yeah. Okay. Anjali. Yes, Anjali.
What if we are passionate and interested in both careers, both field, but we have to choose one, as you said, because of it might be of time frame or anything, family pressure, finance problem, or like this.
So what are the two careers you're talking about?
I'm talking about law and business.
So you can do corporate law and then take up entrepreneurship, become a lawyer, a freelance lawyer, start your own consultancy. Or is there a specific business which is not related to law?
No, there isn't.
So you just want to do business, any business?
No, I want to start my own startup or open a restaurant of my own, cafe of my
Mm.
own.
So you're studying for law, right?
I planned to study law as my undergraduate degree.
Okay. So if you're going to study law, how many hours does it entail? How many hours do you need to put in?
Maybe 8 to 10 hours.
In a day?
Yes, ma'am.
So then are you ready to sacrifice your social life and put 2 hours at least into starting your business?
I don't know.
So that is something you'll have to check out. Do you have the energy for the same? You need to check out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Yes, Shushma.
We don't have question. Ashcharya actually wrote saying that, ma'am, I'm currently doing law. I hope it matches my interest as I shared earlier. So
Yeah, we can also, do a psychometric assessment by which you come to know about whether it's a perfect career for you. I think Mila has.
Mila, one of my friend has interest in multiple sector. Then which sector should he select as a career?
Okay, so multiple sectors, if you have interest, good. But are they, what do you say, offshoots of one another? For example, I am a counselor, a coach, and a trainer. So I'm doing all the fields, but if you will see, all the fields are related to personal development. So if the careers are related, then you can. But if not, it depends on the time frame that you have, the money that you want to invest, and the output that you get, and also the kind of person that you are. Are you good at multitasking? Are you an intuitor? Are you a feeler? Are you a thinker? What's your personality style? What are your values? What are your attitudes? Right? So all these things will have to be taken into consideration. I hope it answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
So I think we can wind up the session by now if there are no more questions. And I think we are perfectly on time. Okay, so since I have had this opportunity of meeting all of you beautiful souls and my soul sisters and brothers from Nepal, thank you so much. And welcome to India. Whenever you are here, please feel free to connect to me. And yes, definitely, I'm looking forward to coming to Nepal as well. And well, let's see how we can take this forward. And since many of you came across with the thought of being leaders and influencing the world and making the world a better place, I have come up with a vow which is called as a peace vow. So I would want all of you to please unmute yourself and, on your videos, so that first, can we take a print screen picture of all of you? And then secondly, we will say the peace vow together. Are you okay with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
सबैजना भिडियो अन गर्नु त प्लिज सबैजना
Dia and Swastika, can you just on your videos? And I love being with you all. Thank you so much. God bless you. If you are taken a print screen, then so take one. No, you can click a print screen. If it's on the laptop, there's a print screen option.
Screen.
Yeah, it's on the top.
Screenshot kare abhi.
I have taken it. It's fine. Okay, so I'll share my screen with all of you. Keep your videos on, and let's see if we can all together, say this peace vow.
Please unmute yourself, everyone. Please unmute.
I am thankful to Sahasra Academy and Foundation for having given this opportunity. It is my 336th session with you all here at Nepal. Thank you so much for your wonderful interaction in this session, and may God bless you and give you the clarity to know exactly which would be the career in which you would be able to do well and live your passion. So let us all together vow to free ourselves of stress, as we deserve to enjoy this beautiful world. So let's make this world a better place for all by taking this vow of peace. Would you repeat after me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The quality of my life is my responsibility.
The quality
Of my life is my
life is
responsibility.
my responsibility.
My choice.
My choice.
I am the architect of my life.
I am the
I'm the
architect.
architect of my life.
I know what it takes
I know what it takes to manage my life.
to manage my life,
Manage my life.
and I do what it takes.
And I do what it takes.
I choose peace.
I choose.
I am what I am.
I am what I am.
I am calm, composed, confident, and wise.
I'm calm,
Confident and wise.
I am peace.
I am
peace.
I am me.
I am me.
I can be.
I can
Can be.
Thank you all very much. God bless you and have a super time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shushma, if we
Yes,
have
when
feedbacks, one or two of them.
okay, first of all, since most of you have turned on your video and also you are unmuted, or those who have already muted, please unmute first. And let's give a huge round of applause to Biji ma'am, who has presented so wonderful. We have done so much. Let's give a big round of applause.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's 9 p.m. already, so we are going to close it. So Biji ma'am, thank you so much. Biji ma'am is not beautiful outside only. Okay, my two devices on the big. The reason is that my daughter really wants to listen and be part of your training. She's just 8, and even I'm surprised that she has all the questions written, and not just the question, even the answers are there. So if you have seen us making chit chat, that's not because of any other distractions. She was very keen and concerned about every question as to, okay, attitude. So what is my attitude? She wrote a strong, knowledge, like what kind of knowledge I need to have. So it wasn't anything that I was teaching, but she was making sure that everything comes out of her. So I'm very impressed of her. And you can see, Biji ma'am, what sort of impression you're able to make. Everyone seems so excited, happy. They can you can see in the glow of every individual, and even the 8 years. Today is the youngest one, so she wanted her separate mobile where she wanted to be seen. So that's one of the things. That's why we had
Can she
a
come
little
on
bit.
screen?
Yeah, she is in the screen. She is in the. If you
I
see,
can't see her.
you can see Savannah. So she's in a separate. So here she is, and she has a separate
Love
laptop.
you. And a big
That's
hug
you.
to you.
And I also want to tell all the participants that when I was in India, not even a month back, it was just 15 days back, I stayed at Biji Ma'am's place, and I got to see the work firsthand, and that really made me so happy, and the appreciation towards her really increased. I saw the parents, I saw the students, the ideas of the student that did not really match with the parents, because parents has a lot of ideas and they want to enforce their kids that this is what you have to be, this is you have to be doctor, you have to be engineer, you have to have dr, you have to have er in front of you. And that's why we tend to pursue things just based on what the parents are saying, what our friends are saying, and what others, the community, are saying. It's all like fulfilling, trying to fulfill the desire and the demand of others rather than really focusing toward yourself. And today's session, what I really enjoyed is like you all were going deeper inside you. What is it that you really want? What is the knowledge? What is the skills that you already have? What is it that you desire in your life? What is it that can make difference in the world through you? So all those details, all those questions, as you were writing, it was not for you to answer to others, but it's for to answer yourself. What is it that you want? Who are you? So that was a really, really very inspiring, Busy Man. Thank you so much for, with all the busy schedule that you have, you managed to give time to us. And thank you so much for that. We also have a token of appreciation, but we're not going to give that today because we are planning for something very special in our closing ceremony and certificate distribution time. So that time we'll be sharing the token of appreciation to you as well. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming to Nepal virtually. So we would definitely love to host you someday soon here in Nepal. And thank you to all the participants who have been in the video as well as who have turned off the video. However, still being active and participating and going inside you and asking those questions and coming up with those answers. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Biji ma'am. So to all the participants, I would just like to inform you that tomorrow, please be on time, 7 p.m. sharp, 7 to 7:30, we'll have presentation. So just to let Busy ma'am know, the team, they had leadership training, the values and actions, so which was more on leading self. And then we started working towards leading with others and changing the community. So they also have the project that is so much based on focusing on how they can work in a team and change the community. So they are doing various projects. So from tomorrow, our team members, five groups will be presenting. For tomorrow, the group 1 and group 2 will be presenting, and the rest will be they can present on next day, on Wednesday. So with that, I once again repeat, tomorrow 7 p.m. please be on time, and all the best with your assignments, your project work. And I'm so glad you all are working in a team, although it's a virtual platform. Thank you, everyone. And with this, I would like to say good night, everyone. And good night, Biji
night.
ma'am. Please take
Bye.
care.
Good night.
Thank you so much. God bless.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.